Hello, good evening everyone, and welcome to our last webinar in this series of sessions. We are Travel Companions Theatre Company. My name's Layla.
I'm Joe.
And we specialise in creating original, magical and interactive theatre for young audiences and their families. We tour to theatres and we also tour to community venues such as schools and nurseries, and we also develop creative play sessions for families to join in together. So most of our work has minimal language and has lots of sensory elements in order to make it as accessible as possible for our audiences. And over this series of webinars, we've been looking at the idea of bedtime. We've been looking at rituals and routines around bedtime and techniques and strategies that you can use for creative play and also just in your build-up to the bedtime routine. So last session, we looked at some of the tensions that we can experience at bedtime. We looked at tantrums. We looked at the idea of mirroring your child's behaviour back at them as the strategy in order for them to maybe take a little bit of distance from themselves and have a bit of responsibility of their own behaviour. We also looked at puppetry using household objects, and we made a sock monster out of a laundry basket and a shoe organiser, and we looked at this in a way to create play but also to help us tidy up a bedroom and again just to mirror your child's behaviour. So this session today is going to be looking more at the environment that we can create around bedtime, so not necessarily in terms of behaviour but in terms of how our sensory environment around us can help us to feel calm and change our emotional state and our physical state. When we did research for this show, one thing that kept coming up time and time again was that children sometimes had a fear of nighttime, and in particular the fear of the dark. So when we created this show, that was something that we wanted to look at. When we originally took our ideas into a school and a nursery, some of the staff were a little bit concerned that this might, that experiencing dark within a show, and it's an interactive show, so a lot of the time children are up on their feet, could create chaos and hysteria. But we found that it was the opposite, really, didn't we?
Yeah.
One of the moments in the show, each child gets given their own torch and a glitter ball, and they have, and it's very, very dark at this point, and they have a specific job, and their job is to hang their ball onto one of our lighting rigs. And it's really interesting to see how in that moment of darkness the children all seem to work together. There were children who didn't necessarily know each other, and there was a real sense of calm and focus, and just brought the energy to a really beautiful and focused state, which was really nice to see. So before we start, I'd just like to thank Abu Dhabi Childhood Authority for making this all possible. And I'd also just like to remind you that this session is for you and your child to participate in together. So now's the time to bring your child back in the room if they've wandered off. And just allow yourselves for the next 30, 40 minutes to have a good time. We're going to be making lots of silly noises. We're going to be using our bodies. We're going to be using our voices. Today, we're also going to be trying to find bits and bobs that we might have around the house. So as well, just let yourself have half an hour or so to just really enjoy yourself with us. Should we do a warm-up?
Let's go on. Okay. A little bit.
Okay, so let's start by rubbing our hands together. And we're using our theatre magic, and we're going to rub it all over our arms. And let's do our other arm. And let's just imagine we're washing our faces. We're going to wash it all over our face, give your face a little massage. It's getting late in the day now, so just getting rid of all that tension in your head. And let's rub our bellies, and our legs, and our feet, and our other leg, and our feet. You might want to get your backs, and shake your hands up. And let's take a big stretch and a big yawn. And another one. And one more. Right, so today we're looking at the night and darkness, and so let's have a think about what we see when we look into the sky at night. We see the stars and we see space. So today I think it's likely that we're going to go on a space adventure.
Might happen, might not happen, you don't know.
So we need to do our space training.
Yes.
Okay, so first thing we need to do to be an astronaut, we need to be really fit and really healthy. Anything that we can do to keep our bodies fit and healthy?
We can do exercise.
Absolutely. Okay, so first thing we're going to do, as fast as we can, we're going to try and drum up as much energy as we can. We're going to run as fast as you can. That's it, even faster. There's going to be a lot of counting today, so let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and stop. You have to freeze.
Have to freeze?
Yeah. Okay, let's go again. Are you ready? And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, freeze. Very good. Okay, what else do we need to do? What do we need to think about when we're trying to keep our bodies healthy?
What we eat.
Lovely, what we eat. So I want you to just imagine you've got, it's my favourite dinner, a hot bowl of curly whirly spaghetti.
Curly whirly spaghetti.
Right, can you all say that? Curly whirly spaghetti. Right, it's nearly ready to eat. Is there anything else you like on your spaghetti?
I like lots of black pepper.
Black pepper. Okay, so we're going to get our pepper. We're going to grind it on. Lovely. Anything else you like to eat?
Cheese.
Cheese.
Lots of
Okay.
cheese.
Do you like it grated?
Yes.
Okay, so get your grater. Let's grate our cheese on. Lovely. I'm going to just sprinkle mine on.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything else?
Squeeze it in. Jelly beans.
Jelly beans.
Yeah.
In your spaghetti.
Sweeties.
Okay, let's throw them in. Lots of sweeties. Get them in. It looks good.
Yeah.
Right, okay, let's give it a mix. Mix all those jelly beans in. And because it's spaghetti, we're going to have to twirl it onto our fork. So get your hand, you're going to twirl it round. And open your mouth nice and wide. Oh, it's a little bit hot.
It's hot.
Yeah, you need to give it a blow. And another one. Okay, stick it in. Ow. You've got a little bit of spaghetti dangling down. You just suck it up. And give it a chew. My arms have gone curly-whirly. Joe's arms have gone curly-whirly. We'll see if you can make your arms really curly-whirly. Oh, my body's gone curly. Oh, your hips have gone curly, Joe. And my legs. Whoa, right, okay, and let's just grab that spaghetti in. And let's get that energy, that astronaut energy, really running. And we're going to do a big star. Very good. And run it as fast as you can. This time we're going to do a big rocket. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Let's go again. We need a big jump. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Lovely. And I can see the moon, and it's tilting this way. And back up. Let's see if we can tilt that moon the other way. Let's see what happens if we have a big circular moon. And a bit slower this time, thinking about our space walks. I can see a black hole up ahead. Now, when we get to that black hole, we need to spin. Are we ready? Black hole! And, right, I'm warm.
I'm warm, I'm hot.
Okay, let's do, we've done a little bit of our voice, but I wonder if we can do just a little bit more of our faces.
Absolutely, so we're going to be expressing ourselves again today. We want to make sure everyone understands what we're trying to say by using our faces. So we're going to warm up our face. We did this in our other session. We're going to try it again today. So you're going to imagine that your face is made out of lovely soft clay, and you're going to give it a little massage. Your lips, your nose. I like to make fists like this. And on my cheekbones, I like to stroke down. And it feels really nice. And we're going to make, with our faces, a really weird looking, ugly alien face.
Alien face.
So we're going to shift it about like clay, and then we're going to make an alien face. Ready? I'm going to give this face. It's like a rabbit alien. And I'm going to pass that face to Layla. You're going to pass it to each other. Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Oh. It's another rabbit alien. Fantastic.
I'm going to get my face, going to make it up, mix all the clay up, and I'm going to pass my alien face to Joe. Ready?
Rub it back to your normal face. Don't want to get stuck with that one. And we're going to warm our voice up.
Okay.
And the way we do this, we're going to imagine we're going from very low, rumbly, to very high. Okay. And we're going to go like this, very easy. We're going to breathe in into our bellies, and we're going to go. So imagine that really low. Think about a H sound inside your mouth. We're going to go from our bellies up to our heads, right back down to our bellies. Ready? Breathe in. We're going to open our mouths next time, and we're going to say this H sound out. Ha, ha, ha. And it's going to run all the way up again. Ready? Breathe in. Fantastic. And then we're going to turn this H sound, I'm going to bring it down to our lips, and we're going to do some raspberries. If you can do them like a horse. And we're going to do it from low, all the way up to high, and back down again. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. One more time. Very silly. And now we're going to imagine that that is the noise of our engine of our rocket. Okay. Our rocket is blasting off. So we're going to do a rocket noise. However you can make it. Use all your mouth. Make it flap about. Make little bits of spit fly everywhere.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready?
1, 2, 3. Breathe in. Okay, we can make our rockets even noisier.
Okay.
Then. Should we try it? Lots of big flaps.
Okay.
Breathe in. Good. We got rockets.
Okay.
We got our faces. Shall we try some exercise for our tongue?
Yes.
Okay. We're going to do a tongue twister. It's an English tongue twister.
Okay.
Everybody knows England's famous for
chips.
Chips. We love chips. Potato chips, not fries. Chips from the chip shop. But this chip shop is in space.
Okay.
So it goes like this. There is a chip shop in space.
There is a chip shop in space.
That sells. Space ship shaped chips.
Space ship shaped chips.
Good try. Should we try that?
Yeah, try it.
All together. 1, 2, 3. There's a chip shop in space that sells spaceship shaped chips. Good. One more time. There's a chip shop in space that sells spaceship shaped chips. Should we try it really fast?
Yeah.
Okay. Medals for whoever's the quickest. Ready? 1, 2, 3. There's a chip shop in space that sells spaceship shaped chips. Yeah. Pretty good. One more time. Ready? 1, 2, 3. There's a chip shop in space that sells spaceship shaped chips. Brilliant. I think we're warmed up. We're not going to trip up at anything.
Okay. So we're going back to our bedtime routine. Some of you might know this. You're getting your fists together and we're going to rub our eyes. That's it. Lovely. And again. Now shake all of the stuff from all the day out of your face. Yeah, lovely. And then we're going to scratch our heads. Let's put that together. So we've got. And now you're going to imagine you've got some earwax in your ear and you're going to squeak it out. So we've got. You're going to go to the other ear. You're going to have a big yawn.
Should we do it all together?
Yeah, let's do it all together. Here we go. to bed, I like to make sure my space is all comfortable and cosy. So we'd like to invite you to have a little look in your house and maybe see if you can find anything that's comfy and cosy. You might think about some lights.
Some lights. We've got cushions, blankets, anything soft and cuddly. It could be something that keeps you warm. It could be something that's really silky and smooth, keeps you cool.
Yeah, and you've got your socks as well that you've brought with you, so you could use them as some decorations. So we're going to have a couple of minutes now just to get all of our things together to make our space as comfy as you can.
Nice, comfortable seat. Okay, so let's have a look around. So we have got, to start off with,
We've got a lamp.
Got a lamp, it's a nice bit of light. We've got some bean bags, 2 big bean bags. We're just going to pile them on top of each other like this.
I've got a big blanket.
That's good. So anything, make sure it's nice and soft. If you've got cuddly toys you want to bring them in.
Got a cushion.
Excellent stuff. How are we doing?
We're good. I've got a cuddly toy.
Cuddly toy. If you've got any fairy lights, anything like that, you can turn them on.
Torch.
Torch. Get our torches as well. We talked about those beforehand. And also, what might make our space nice and cosy is if we could make it maybe a little bit darker.
Okay, so if we can, I'm going to close these curtains.
And we'll turn up the lights.
And let's turn off this.
That's better, isn't it? Oh.
helmets off.
Are we going to put our helmets on?
Ooh. Should we all go into space?
I think we should.
Okay, so what do we need to go into space?
Helmet.
A helmet.
Definitely.
Okay, so you need to get your helmet, and it's really heavy. It's really, really heavy. And you're going to use your muscles and put it on your head, and now it clicks into space.
We're going to click it into place like this. Oh, fantastic.
Okay, now we need a spacesuit.
We need a spacesuit.
Yeah. Let's get your spacesuit on. And your arms. Zip it up. Now, I think they need special buckles. Right. What else do we need?
Well, we haven't got anything on our feet, just our socks.
Space boots.
Space boots.
Okay, let's get our space boots on. Oh, my lips smell.
No.
No. You ready? And the other one. Oh, feeling quite heavy. There's something missing there.
We need our jetpacks.
Jetpacks. Okay. I'll get yours for you, Joe. Are you ready?
Very heavy. Okay.
That's it.
Oh.
So help each other into your spacesuits and your jetpacks. Okay, it's feeling quite heavy. You can just see if you can have a little walk around.
It's very stumpy, isn't it?
It is a bit stumpy. Right, should we get into our rocket?
We're going into space.
We're going into space
Action.
all together. So everybody should be up. You should have your spacesuits on, and we're ready to go on our space adventure.
Okay. We need to strap ourselves in with safety first.
Here goes.
Just get our seatbelts. Okay. And then we need to start up the engines. We're going to press all the buttons. Get your fingers ready. Pressing lots of buttons. 3, 2, 1. Don't press that one.
Okay, what does that do?
There's trumps. No trumps. We're going to turn the dials up to 11. I can feel it. Can you feel it?
So you need to get your heels going. You're going to get that energy to get the rocket all the way up into space. You need as much energy as you can. So let's think about our voices and our raspberries. Here goes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off!
And when you fly into space, you're going really fast, so it's going to pull your face all the way back like this. And when you get into space, you stop so quickly that it squishes your face the other way. But then when you're in space, there is no gravity, so your face is all relaxed. And we're very floaty.
I think I'm going to take my seatbelt off.
You're gonna float off?
I'm going to have a float around our spaceship. So let's take our belts off. And let's just experience what it feels like to float in space. Whoa!
You say hello.
And this might be a good time, if you've got some blankets, to either give your little one a bit of a ride if there's more than one person, or where's our lovely cuddly toy gone? Here he is. Or you might want to give your cuddly toy a little bit of a ride.
So we've got our friend in there, and we would start from the floor, and we would lift them gently right up and give them a little feeling of zero gravity floating around in space.
And you might want to encourage your little one to imagine what they might be seeing above their heads or even out the window.
And maybe they can do a bit of directing as well. So they might want to point which direction you're going. So we might go this side, and you can fly them around, fly them back, forwards, backwards, And you could even do this if you had a lovely strong back and strong arms all the way through your home. But if there's only one of you, you could try something a little easier like this. So you can put your blanket on the floor. If you've got a nice slidey floor, this works. Sometimes it works on nice slidey carpets as well. And you get your little one on, make sure they've got a good grip, because if you pull too fast, they'll go flying off into space. You'll never see them again. So gently pull them around the space. Turn it round, pull them back. If you're feeling very brave, you can pull them really fast, like a shooting star around space.
Very good.
Excellent stuff.
So we've had a go at our zero gravity. Joe, I wonder whether we should have a go at our jetpacks.
Yes. So we're out in space. What can we see in space while we're out there with our jetpacks on?
I can see the moon.
See the moon? I can see a shooting star. So shall we? We're going to turn our jetpacks on. We're going to try and chase the shooting star. We have 2 buttons, and it goes like this. Oh, excellent. Don't lose control. And we're going to see the next shooting star that flies past, and we're going to chase it.
Okay.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Too quick for me.
And me.
Okay. Can we make our jetpacks fly in a circle?
Okay.
Can we make them fly to the side? Excellent. Can we make them fly up and hover? Nice hovering. And below us.
It's a planet.
Very interesting looking planet. Shall we float down to
Let's
it?
float down.
Okay. So we're floating down, but we're going too fast. We're going to slow ourselves with our jetpack. So we're going to press up. 1, 2, 3. Good work. We're getting closer. Getting really close. But we're going too fast, so we're going to slow it down again. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And we're very nearly there. If we do 3, slow down, and then a big jump for our landing.
Okay.
Make sure we don't get a splash landing. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
We made it, but this floor and this planet, this ground, is a bit sticky and gooey and sludgy. So let's try and get our legs out of the ground. Oh dear, and the other one. And just see if we can have a little walk around this planet. Oh, the ground seems to be changing.
Oh, this is a lot better. It's not sticky anymore. Now the ground is really bouncy and light, like a trampoline, like a bouncy castle. So we're going to have a little go at doing some bouncing around the space. Ready?
Oh, 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 and now it's gone all slippy and slidey. I think we need to try and skate around this.
Do some skating. Wow! Should we try and spin?
Yeah, let's try and slidey spin.
1, 2, 3. Excellent, right? What I've just noticed, this planet gets dark very fast. Okay, so we need to have a practice of making sure we're safe space people in the dark.
Okay.
So we're going to do this together. We're going to take turns a piece, and our First thing we're going to do is we're going to test what it's like with the lights out.
Okay.
So the way we do this, we close our eyes. Ready? Don't be afraid. 1, 2, 3. Oh, where have you all gone? Where is it? Open.
We're here.
I got a little bit scared. Okay, should we try that one more time? I'll try and be braver. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I know. Fantastic. Lots of brave people out there, much braver than me. Here is the next challenge though. So our little people are going to close their eyes and they're going to put their hands out in front of them.
Okay,
like
so you
this.
can use a blindfold for this, or you can just close your eyes, whatever you find easier.
And your little people can put their hands like this, and you're going to put your hands just on the fingertips here, nice and gentle. And what you're going to do is, with their eyes closed, you're just going to gently lead them nice and calmly around the space. So together, nice and gentle around the space. See if you can make them stand on their tippy toes. Or maybe crouch down a little. And come back up. So you're just doing this with the tips of your fingers. Make sure you're not running into things. And open your eyes. Fantastic.
Great.
Very brave. Shall we swap over? So little people are going to move the big people around the space.
Yeah, so grown-ups, make sure you've got your eyes closed, no cheating. And little ones, this is your chance. You're just going to place your fingertips on top of your grown-up's hand. And this is your chance to just lead them around the room. And you're going to be very kind. Make sure that they don't bump into things. So you need to keep your eyes nice and wide and open. And see if you can take them around some corners. See if you can lead them using just one hand. Can we go over here? And then let's, again, with just our touch, see if we can get our grown-up to go up. And maybe, it might be quite tricky to get them on their tiptoes, but maybe if we just reach as high as we can. Lovely. Okay, how did that feel?
Excellent.
Great.
I'm not even scared of the dark anymore.
Great. Okay, so that was great. I just wondered if we could play a little game. So we're going to now build our own surface of our planet.
So this planet, like we stepped on before, it had sticky bits, it had slippy bits, it had bouncy bits. You're going to use your materials that you've got in your house, could be your blankets, your cushions, and you're going to make a bit of an obstacle course. So we'll make a little one for you here, but you can make one as extravagant as you like at home. And you're going to make some rules for your assault course. So in our one, we've got a box. And you get your materials, you can decide whatever you want. But this box, in our one, we're going to walk around this box 3 times when we build it. And then also
let's have a blanket that we need to go under. So something that we need to go under. So your houses have probably got lots of stuff in them that you can use. You might want to use a chair, or you could peg it too. So we're going to go under this one, Joe.
So we're going under.
Yeah.
Excellent. And we put another cushion in here. So we've got a cushion. And we're going to step on this.
Okay.
So our assault course goes around the box 3 times. Then you have to step on the cushion, step off, then you have to go underneath the blanket. And that is the end.
Okay.
So in your homes, you can build them as big and as extravagant as you want. You can use one room, you can use all the rooms in the house.
Yes, you might want to try this at another time as well, when you've got a lot more time, and you can guide your grown-ups or your little ones right the way through the house, and you can experience all the different senses that you might have when you close your eyes.
So this is an eyes closed assault course.
This is an eyes closed or blindfolded assault course. So should we just give a little bit of time for you to get your things together, and then also have a go at leading each other around it?
Definitely.
Right. Should we do it as well?
Okay, let's give it a go.
Okay.
So Layla's got her eyes closed. I'm going to use one hand because we're grown-ups, and I'm going to lead Layla around. So we're thinking about non-verbal communication, so just using your body and your touch rather than talking about what it is that you're doing. Just lead them around your assault course. Also think about how difficult some of the tasks might be. So if you're walking round and round in a circle a lot, that might be a bit difficult. And we've got our cushion, we're going to stand on the cushion. And last but not least, we're going to feel underneath our blanket, and then you can open your eyes. You made it. Good. Give yourself a round of applause. Give yourself a pat on the back.
Should we have a go? Let's give a bit of time so this time children leading grown-ups, and I'll talk you through it. So I'm going to lead Joe this time. So as you're going through it, grown-ups as well, really think about the different, your senses and what you're feeling and how it feels to be maybe in a space that you don't recognise as you normally would. So let's be careful and just look like this. Trying to give as many cues and information as possible for your partner. Made it just.
I made it. It's slightly larger human.
Okay.
Excellent. Give yourselves another round of applause. Pat on the back. And I said you'll have one pick of your nose. Only if you want to.
Right. Space Mountain.
Okay. Yes. So we've used all of our materials. We've made a comfy space. We've made an obstacle course. And now we want you to use your materials to make a space mountain. So if you're imagining your planet, what does that look like? A big mountain on your planet. So we've got...
I've got some
shiny material. I'm going to make up a big hill.
Okay.
So feel free to make yours as you go. Think about height, whether it's soft what you're doing.
So it might be a good chance here as well to maybe use some of your sock puppets from the last session. Got some light back in the room. Well, thank you so much. I hope you all enjoyed joining in with that and you managed to get some chances to try some of the exercises. Obviously, it would be really lovely to have a little bit more time to explore all of those different sections in quite a bit more detail, especially with your eyes closed. It's a really lovely way, or it doesn't have to be with your eyes closed, but trying to make a space dark and explore it. Another way to do that would be to make the house dark and actually to explore it with a torch. Can be quite an exciting and enjoyable activity for you and your little ones. So I just want to open it out if there's any questions from you guys, if there's anything that we can go through in a bit more detail. Please feel free to give us any questions and we will do our best to answer them. And while you're doing that, I just want to summarise a little bit of the 3 sessions that we have delivered. So the first one was all about, it might jog some questions for you if you've had a go at doing some of these at home, but the first one was all about play and how we can end play. We spoke a lot about how we can give warnings and give cues in order to signify that play might be coming to an end, and how we can do this in a satisfying way. So that was our first session, and that was with our sockfish. We did a lot of simple puppetry with you. So we did our sockfish. And then with our second session, we looked at how we could use household objects and how we could use these to mirror your child's behaviour in a way that can, in a way that could perhaps offer a chance for them to be objective of their behaviour, and also to offer a chance for a role reversal.
Yeah.
And then this session today, obviously we've been looking a lot about dark and fears, I guess, and also how we can make the dark an exciting place. There's obviously so much that is in the sky that is just a great way to use our imaginations with your little ones, and it's very appropriate at night time.
But also that idea of making your own space, I think, is really important. So if you have a bedroom that is not particularly nice at night time, or if you have fears of the dark, can you make with your child, can they make their own space that is slightly dark? So if you're using cushions and blankets, can you have a canopy over the top? Can you have torches inside so that they feel like they've got ownership over that what could be a scary space? Yeah.
Great. Okay, so have we got any questions at all today? No. So also just to say, we have in your handouts, you should have all of the music that we've used in all of the sessions. I strongly recommend trying these out at bedtime, having a go at playing some of the tracks. The space one's a lovely one to come up with some ideas. And also, don't be afraid to play with, obviously we've done the puppetry, but also then we had some very, very simple shadow puppetry. And it's really nice that just simple things we can do with our light. So obviously we've got this glitter ball here, which just creates some beautiful movements. And then we've got the potential for maybe a moon. Another moon. There you go. You've got the start of this
crescent moon.
Crescent moon.
Got rockets in space, but this could be any number of things. You've got some stars up here already. You can set up little mobiles in your space. Sorry, it's difficult to see that, isn't it?
Can you see? Do you need to move that? There you go.
So you can use just some paper stars. If you can balance your light to highlight them, you've got lovely stars that are in your space as well.
Yeah.
But also you can use light as a character, like we were doing. So we have these not really humongous, so we're playing with size there, so that's a huge one. Very small.
Go to bed! Go to bed!
Or another humongous one. Boing, 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 boing. So you can use this to kind of project an atmosphere that you want. So if it's a playful atmosphere, like we were just doing, bouncing balls, boing, 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 boing. Or if you are, obviously we're playing with size there, we've got bigger and smaller. And yeah.
Yeah, so there's just really simple stories you can use, and it just helps to make the dark seem like an exciting place and something that's fun rather than something that's to be afraid of. And I think when we were asking the children what was it about the dark that made them scared, it was often the unknown or the imagination. So it's about changing that imagination. So instead of thinking about the scary things, it's about thinking about the possibilities, and how, as well, a tool such as a torch is just a really easy way for a child to feel that even if they are in a dark space, they've got the power to be able to see.
Yes.
They need to. So another, just before we go, a massive, huge thank you to Abu Dhabi Early Childhood Authority for making this all possible. It's been brilliant doing these 3 sessions, and different for us doing it over this forum. So thank you so much for joining in. I hope you've got something out of it, and any feedback would be really great. And again, any questions, fire them this way. If we can't answer them today, feel free to ask them, and they'll
be emailed to us anyway, won't they? So if you have anything that kind of pops up afterwards, after trying some exercises, send them along and we'll be able to get back to them.
Fabulous. Okay then, so we will hopefully see you soon at another time.
Yes, definitely. Take care.
Bye bye.
Enjoy your bedtimes.